Hello and welcome to episode 207 of WITM. As you can see, Dalton Roush is going to be in action on SmackDown Live in the main event. He's taking on the other newest member of SmackDown Live, Mike Kanellis, accompanied by his wife Maria Kanellis. But before that, the man who he has been involved in backstage altercations with the past 2 weeks, John Cena, is in the ring, microphone in hand. Let's hear what he has to say. John Cena speaks. The past couple of weeks, I've been attacked backstage and in my own locker room by one of SmackDown's newest signings, Dalton Roush. So Dalton, if you're capable of it, I want to speak to you face to face, man to man, in this ring.
Rising from the ground, echoes of the sound, ashes of the past form the present, and the future is now. They can't wait till another goes down. I am the path of destruction, and I'm here right now. Up until I hit the ground, and I will shatter the walls until it all comes down now. Hands up, 'cause I can finally see that I'm the last one standing, and I'm here right now. Clouds roll in, the storm is raging deep in me again. The sun blacked out, and I'm left without a shadow of a doubt. The flame of fate ignited, burning deep within. Rising from the ground, echoes of the sound, ashes of the
John Cena continues to speak. Dalton, the front of my t-shirt says it all. Respect. Earn it. At Backlash, we went to war. And though you came up short, you gave me one of the matches of my life. And in doing so, you earned my respect. But then rather than manning up and owning up to your loss and coming back better and stronger next time, you took the coward's way out, just like so many have done in the past, and jumped attacked me twice. So Dalton, any respect I had for you is gone, and now I'm just angry. So I say, let's finish this fight, right here, right now, in this ring. Dalton responds, John, it's nothing personal. You and me, we're actually a lot alike. Stars of Hollywood, television, and the WWE. But there is one big difference between us, and that is how the WWE Universe and the WWE locker room treats us. See, when you go off to make a movie or film a show or whatever project you're doing, when you come back as a hero. We get constant announcements a month before your return, advertising that John Cena is coming back to the WWE. The C Nation greets you with a warm welcome upon your return. And you come back, get gifted a title shot, and then you go away again. But me, I gave up Hollywood to devote myself fully to the WWE. And what thanks do I get? The WWE Universe complains constantly that I was only given a contract because of my Hollywood status, even though I busted my A in the Indies to get here too. The locker room mocks me and says the same. So I attach you to make a statement that your time is up and my time is now. I am the premier talent and the new face that runs this place, and you will all respect me one way or another.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Got the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Patent pockets. We take the dollar, dollar. Can a damn soul stop it? Here comes the new kid on the block. Hold on your bets. Here's where the buck stops. See, first of all, I'm stepping out on my own. About time I elevated to claim my own throne. Success in my blood, call it homegrown. Puerto Rican testosterone. Power and money got me crazy cocky. No longer need you, Poppy. I know you're mad because you can't stop me. And if you wonder how this player done scooped your honey, I think she smell my cologne. It's called brand new money. Making major moves, man, ain't a damn thing funny. Pimpin' hood rats to Playboy bunnies. They see the... They see it, they see it.
SmackDown COO Shane McMahon speaks. If you're looking for respect around here, I suggest you earn it inside this ring. So here's what we're going to do. Next week on SmackDown Live, rather than jump attacks backstage, we're going to settle this inside this ring. Next week, the face that runs the place, John Cena, will take on the premier talent, Dalton Roush. And that match will be a no-holds-barred, anything-goes match.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Got the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Patent pockets. We take the dollar, dollar. Can a damn soul stop it? Here comes the new kid on the block. Hold on your bets. Here's where the buck stops. See, first of all, I'm stepping out on my
singles action. Coming up next, we have a real fan favorite in a match that is sure to not disappoint.
All right, so next week, what is sure to be a huge matchup. The premier talent, Dalton Roush, and the face that runs the place, John Cena, as announced by Shane McMahon, will resolve their animosity with each other inside the ring. We've seen them brawl backstage with equipment crates and lockers, but now they will brawl in the ring with anything they can find: chairs, tables, ladders, kendo sticks, sledgehammers, any equipment they find around the ring, as it will be a no-holds-barred matchup. That should be exciting. But as for this SmackDown Live, we have another exciting matchup. The two newest members of SmackDown Live collide in the main event. It's going to be the premier talent Dalton Roush taking on Mike Kanellis, formerly known in Ring of Honor and Impact Wrestling as Mike Bennett, accompanied by the First Lady of the WWE, his wife Maria Kanellis, in singles action. So let's get underway with our episode 207 match. In the main event of SmackDown Live, Dalton Roush takes on Mike Kanellis, accompanied by Maria Kanellis.
Don't change the channel. We have singles action coming up.
No one's going to change any channel.
We have one of the best talents on the roster to date, taking on some tough competition.
Oh, man. I can't wait to see these two go at it.
Red alert, John, shine a light down. On the front lines of my mind now. Biding my time on the high ground. Blinded, but I'm still alive. Shout, oh! They said we're lucky to have got this far, and that is
we go. SmackDown's two newest talents collide. It's the premier talent, Dalton Roush, taking on the man formerly known as the Miracle, Mike Kanellis, accompanied by the First Lady of Professional Wrestling, Maria Kanellis, his wife.
Superstars are going to find out about themselves real quick.
Dalton with a shoulder block to Mike. Reversal by Mike and a punch. Stomp to the chest.
After this one's over, his own mother won't recognize him.
Knee drop. Stomp to the chest. Reversal by Dalton. Stomp to the elbow. Stomp to the head. And a knee to the head of Mike Kanellis. Reversal by Mike.
Destructive strike.
Forces Dalton on in the corner, and now the other corner. Mike goes in for an attack, but Dalton evades. Suplex by Dalton.
It's going to take a lot more than that to stop him here tonight.
Remember, Dalton in control of his own destiny as well. The current #1 contender to the United States Championship. Remember, the Money in the Bank pay-per-view is approaching too, now a week and a half away. Could Dalton be one of the entrants in the Money in the Bank ladder match for a guaranteed WWE Championship opportunity?
That move did it. Now this has gone way past
Reversal by Dalton.
Gone right to humiliation. That's right. That was
Suplex by Dalton.
He's pulling out all the stops tonight.
Forces Mike to his feet. And wasting no time, there's the AA, goes for cover.
We got a cover. He's not done
And
yet.
Mike
It's gonna take more
powers
than
out
that
at
to
2.
keep him
Dalton
down
in
tonight.
disbelief, thought he had himself a quick victory.
He missed
Mike
that one.
avoids the stomp.
God, that's gotta hurt. Yeah.
Reversal
Not doing
by
any
Dalton.
damage with swings like that, but keep doing it. The breeze may give him a cold.
Reversal by Mike Kanellis.
Don't get up.
Yeah, who's getting fired up. Kick to the leg. And it looks like Maria has brought in a chair into play. This is not a no disqualification match. If someone uses that, they will be disqualified. The referee has yet to notice it.
That can make it hard to breathe. He's focusing on the face now. He saw that one coming. He's in a
Slam
world of
by
trouble.
Dalton.
Much more of this, and I doubt he'll be able to continue.
Stomp to the back.
Well said, Michael, but we've all seen him come back from worse beatings in the past.
Well,
Leg
he can't
drop
let
to the
this
arm.
loss of momentum get out of control here. He needs to find a way to get back on the offense. Come on.
Dalton getting fired up in the corner with Mike Kanellis still struggling to get to his feet.
A fever pitch is here in the
Crawling over to the ropes, but
You're right about that. The crowd is buzzing.
Dalton
They're ready
punching
for the
away
next
and then keeps him down with a
Two
DDT.
superstars are as dominant
Stomp to the
as this
arm.
guy.
Dalton impressive so far in this
If he
matchup.
keeps this up, this one will be
Leg
over
drop
in
to
no
the
time.
arm. Forces Mike to his feet, but reversal with a shoulder block.
Putting it all
Now right in front of his wife Maria, Mike wants to take flight.
Boy, there's no way he's going to be able to stand after that. Off the top rope.
And diving crossbody connects. Dalton avoids the stomp.
Hey, did you look before firing? What an idiot.
Powerbomb into a cover.
He's pulling out all the stops tonight.
And Mike
Submission hold locked in.
powers out at 2, but Dalton turns into a Boston Crab.
And he escapes the hold.
And Mike Kanellis is able to break out with some definite damage done.
He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get
Reversal
back
by
to his
Mike
feet.
Kanellis. Arch up into the corner.
A textbook
Reversal by Mike.
Can he follow up? He's looking to put his opponent away
And
right here.
a variation of an RKO, now going for a finisher.
Watch this. And now looking to put him away.
Fireman's carry into a backbreaker.
This could do it.
Goes for cover.
Kicks out in time.
And
Mark is barely
nearly
in time.
secures the victory, but Dalton's got power out just in the nick of time. We have a good matchup here between SmackDown's two newest talents.
I don't know how much more damage he can take.
Mike now taking a rest in the corner before stomping away at the head of Dalton.
Great reversal.
Reversal by Dalton. Now Dalton taking a rest in the corner and telling Mike Kanellis to bring it.
Move is designed to get
Stomp to the
fans off
back.
their feet.
There's another. Reversal by Mike. Drags Dalton closer to center ring, or actually to the right side of the ring. And dirty pin.
1, 2. Oh, this guy's a competitor.
But Dalton powers out at 2.
Yeah, not without a fight anyway.
Just when you thought it was over. Wow.
That's a great example of a highly efficient and highly effective strike.
Reversal by Mike
What
Kanellis.
placement.
And just shoves Mike aside.
I don't know
Now
if we've
has
seen that
Mike in a
from him
seated
before. I mean,
position.
it's definitely a first tonight.
This is great. This guy will try
And attacking
anything.
the arm, pulling it back as far as he can. It has to be painful.
If he keeps up
Now a
this pace,
stomp
this could
to
turn real ugly
the arm.
real
Stomp
fast.
to the back. Claw now clawing away at that shoulder.
He's unleashing a vicious assault on that shoulder.
And Dalton goes for cover.
No, kick out.
Mike powers out at 2. And Dalton asks himself what's it going to take. Put Mike Kanellis away. Forces Mike to his feet. He's thinking AA. It connects.
This is insane.
Stomp to the
Does
chest.
this building have a curfew?
There's
I feel
another.
like we might be here all
Forces Mike to his feet.
What a beating.
Even if
Reversal
you
by
can get
Mike
back to your feet
Kanellis.
after a move like that, at this stage of the
Reversal
match,
by Dalton.
You're still struggling to find your balance. Well,
Reversal
this
by
might
Mike.
be the worst yet.
Reversal by Dalton.
Nice reversal.
Drives Mike closer center ring and goes for cover.
He may get the 3 count right there.
Gonna be close.
Oh, and the kick out comes just in
And
the nick of time. I have no
Mike
idea
powers
what's
out at
keeping this
2. Dalton
competitor
again
going.
asking
It's
himself
simply
what's it going to
amazing.
take.
Can you believe
Put
the
Mike
endurance
Kanellis
of this
away.
guy? Can you believe what he's withstood here tonight?
Dalton takes a bow and
I
then
guess.
leg drop to Mike Kanellis. Stomp to the leg. Forces Mike to his feet, but
He anticipated
reversal
that
by
move
Mike
perfectly.
Kanellis with a shoulder block. Now attacking the arm.
With a pad wing.
Drags Dalton closer center ring and goes for cover.
He's got him.
I can't believe that was only
Dalton
2.
powers out at
How did
2.
he kick out of that one? How?
I don't know. What does it take
Stomp
keep
to
it
the
down?
back.
I don't believe it. He
There's another.
refuses to
Forces
lose.
Dalton to his feet. Reversal by Dalton.
Whoa, he's measuring.
And there's the F5.
Remember
Dalton
Thursday,
goes for
Raw
cover.
Thursday? Can he score the pin?
You cannot teach the type
And
of
still,
tenacity that
Mike
we're witnessing
Kanellis
here. This is unreal.
powers
You can't
out.
teach heart, and believe me when I tell you this guy is filled with it.
Leg drop to the arm.
Playing mind games.
Dalton getting fired up now.
Intimidation there.
Reversal by Mike Kanellis.
Not today, too fast.
Roll up pin by Dalton. Very nearly secures the victory, but just in the nick of time. Mike Kanellis is going to power out. Knee to the face of Dalton.
I hope this is over
Elbow
soon.
strike. That's going to bust Dalton
Times I
open.
see this, I just can't get used to it.
Punch by Dalton.
One move after the other. It's
And a
devastating.
slam.
This is hard to watch. This is going to be bad.
Other hairline fractures.
Now stomping away at the chest of Mike.
This is real damage here.
Yeah, this guy can feel the effects of this match. for a
Stomp to
long
the leg.
Well, he was able to reverse and get out of that.
And will this be it?
It may be.
And a kick out at 2. Well, I thought this one was all over, King. You can tell
And
that
Dalton powers out
frustration
at
is
2.
beginning to set in here.
He's showing the heart of a warrior. here
Slam
tonight.
by Dalton.
This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not
Stomp
gonna
to
give
the
up.
head.
But man, this has been physical.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Series of elbow strikes to the shoulders.
He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right here.
Reversal by Dalton.
Nicely avoided there. Clearly on a mission here.
Leg drop to the
He's
arm.
too busy bragging and boasting than battling in this matchup.
Dalton getting fired up.
That stop might have only lasted a second,
Stomp
but it's gonna be
to
felt tomorrow.
the foot of Mike, but he's able to roll
And there's an extremely
away and get back to his feet.
destructive
Now Dalton, for the third time in AA. Stomp to the chest. Stomp to the head.
You have to possess a
Knee to the
different type
head.
of focus to punish an opponent like this.
Yeah, you really have to enjoy hurting someone.
Unleashing it for the second time now.
This is it. Here he goes.
And again, Dalton looking for the F5. And that's going to connect. Mike landing right in front of his wife, Maria.
At what point, King, do those thoughts creep in of
Goes for cover.
here we go for the win?
Think they got him. 2. You cannot teach
And
the
still,
type of
Mike
tenacity
Kanellis
that we're
powers
witnessing
out.
here. This is
3
unreal. I can't
AAs,
believe it.
2
He just won't
F5s.
go away. Boy, he is really
And
tired
still,
now.
Mike Kanellis fights on. Dalton has controlled much of the match, but you have
It has
to
be, King. But I still
admire
see
the
him.
resiliency that and determination Mike Kanellis is showing in this match. There's the cutter, our RKO variation. Goes for cover.
Yeah, maybe. 2. And somehow he's able to get out. Man, that
And
was
Dalton
close.
powers out 2.5. We have a good contest here
Lose.
between SmackDown's 2 newest signees.
Well, well, well.
Near fall after near fall. Who's going to walk away with the victory?
Mind seeing it a little more often.
Mike looking for a finisher. And Dalton reverses it.
He was one step ahead on that one.
Well, he was able to reverse the
Reversal by Mike. Mike goes for cover.
2. Oh, and the kick out comes just
Dalton
at the
powers
nick of
out at
time.
2.
I have no idea what's keeping this competitor going. It's simply amazing. You can't teach heart. Believe me when I tell
Reversal
you this
by
guy
Dalton.
is filled with it.
Nice reversal there.
Reversal by Mike.
That may be the first time we've
And
seen
now
it
Mike
executed.
Kanellis is busted open. I don't think Maria's going to be too happy about that. Stomp to the leg.
Those feet are
Stomp to the
clearly a bright
elbow.
spot in this offense.
Yeah, those feet are working overtime tonight.
Drags Mike center ring. Now
So
attacking the leg.
damaging.
Reversal by Mike Kanellis. Now
You
looking
can
to
see
take
the wear and
flight.
tear that this
Wants
fight is
Dalton on his
taking out of these
feet.
men.
My, you're right. Such a brutal physical battle this has been.
Connects with the
And it's
diving
a
axe
man.
handle. Stomp to the chest. Drags Dalton over to the ropes. Towards the ropes. Goes for cover.
No way. What a
And
kick
Dalton
out.
powers out at 2.
I don't
Near
believe it.
fall
He
after near
refuses
fall.
to lose.
But still Mike Kanellis getting fired up.
Really pushing his
Knee to
opponent
the
the
hip.
limit here.
Forces Dalton to his feet.
He's measured. That's
There's
it.
the cutter
He's
again.
done.
This is insane.
And Dalton really
Does this
busted
building
open
have a
now.
curfew? I feel like we might be here all night.
Forces
What
Dalton
a
to his
beating.
feet.
Yeah, and his opponent's really hurt now.
Backbreaker.
Well, this might be the worst yet.
We may have discovered
Knee
his
to that
favorite
bloody
move.
head of
You
Dalton.
think? He seems to use it often enough.
But Mike is low on stamina.
Uh-oh.
Looking
Big
to
move
end this
coming.
match with his finisher.
Hey, he's going for it again.
Fireman's carry. Into a backbreaker. Goes for cover.
He scored the pin.
Dalton seriously busted open now.
I can't believe
But
he had
fights
the energy
on.
to kick out of that.
How does he keep
What resiliency both these men are showing in a
He just
great
won't go away.
back and forth matchup.
Man, he's still
Mike
down
taking a
after
breather
that
in the
move.
corner.
I almost wonder if his bell got seriously wrong there.
SmackDown's 2 newest signings both showing exactly why they are part of SmackDown Live. If Dalton wanted to make a statement as to
For the pin and the win. 2.
why he deserves to be here, this is the way to go. That will make a statement too. Dalton is going to pick up the victory and a great matchup against Mike Kanellis.
Rising from the ground, echoes of the sound, ashes of the past form the present, and the future is now. They can't wait till another goes down. I am the path of destruction, and I'm here right now. Till I hit the ground, and I will shatter the walls until it all comes down now. Heads up, 'cause I can finally see that I'm the last one standing, and I'm here right now.
Alright, so Dalton's going to have to pay a little visit to the WWE medical team and get some stitches put in, but I don't think he'll care. He walks off with a victory. That means he will remain the number one contender to the United States Championship and will climb up the WWE Championship rankings as well. In good shape as we inch closer and closer to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And let's see how this week's SmackDown Live action affected the rankings. And it looks like Mike Kanellis sustained an injury as well in that match with Dalton. It looks like Dalton took the brunt of the damage, but Mike Kanellis is going to walk away with an injury. He is cleared to continue competing, but he walks away with a torso injury, perhaps bruised ribs or something, that will keep him that will reduce his defensive attributes to the body by 10% for 2 weeks. So Dalton did 280% damage to the torso of Mike Kanellis in that matchup. Definitely making a statement both in his actions with John Cena and putting Mike Kanellis on the injured list and walking away with a victory. Alright, and time to update the rankings. We'll start with the SmackDown women. We had 3 different women's matches. It was mostly a women's and tag episode of SmackDown Live. Becky Lynch defeated Tamina. Becky moves up to number 4. Tamina falls to the bottom, number 8. She was for number 1 contenders a few weeks ago. Tamina seriously taking a fall over the last few weeks. Sasha Banks defeats Eva Marie to move up to the number 1 contendership to Eva Marie's SmackDown Women's title. Mickie James defeats Alexa Bliss, but Becky won as well, so she'll move up another slot, and Mickie moves up to 4. Alexa falls to number 7. And your top 5 contenders to the SmackDown Women's Championship held by Eva Marie are number 1, Sasha Banks, number 2, Charlotte, number 3, Becky Lynch, number 4, Mickie James, and number 5, Natalya. And now the SmackDown Tag Team Division. Beauty and the Man Beast defeated the Ascension, but American Alpha won as well, so there will be no change there. The Ascension will move down to number 4. That means the club moves up to number 3. American Alpha defeated the Hardy Boys, but American Alpha is already number 1 contenders, and the Hardy Boys are SmackDown Tag Team Champions, so no change there. And your top 5 contenders to SmackDown Tag Team titles held by the Hardy Boys are number 1, American Alpha, number 2, Beauty and the Man Beast, number 3, the Club, number 4, the Ascension, and number 5, the Colognes. And now the U.S. title rankings. John Cena defeated Seth Rollins. Cena moves up to number 2. Rollins is in the WWE title rankings. And Dalton Roush defeated Mike Kanellis. He'll remain number 1 contender to the U.S. title. And Mike Kanellis falls outside the top 5 to number 6. And the top 5 contenders to the U.S. title held by Dean Ambrose are number 1, Dalton Roush, number 2, John Cena. So, adds even more importance to that matchup next week between Dalton and Cena. That match will likely determine who the number 1 contender to U.S. title is heading into Money in the Bank. Number 3, Dolph Ziggler. Number 4, Sami Zayn. And number 5, Samoa Joe. And now the WWE title rankings. John Cena defeated Seth Rollins, so he's going to move up 2 spots. Dalton won as well, though, so he's going to move up to number 2. And Cena moves up to number 3, so it will also be a very important matchup in the WWE title rankings. Could determine who the number 1 contender is to the WWE title heading into Money in the Bank. Alright. And your top 5 contenders to the WWE Championship held by Seth Rollins are number 1, Dean Ambrose. Number 2, Dalton Roush. Number 3, John Cena. Number 4, AJ Styles. And number 5, Sami Zayn. Now we move on to NXT. Are we going to see Corey and/or Michael Holt in action? We will see Corey in action, and it's scheduled Andrew as well, hopefully. And yep, it did Corey versus Andrew again. Ah, gee. So we'll switch up Sandy again and hope that books the card. I guess because Corey and Andrew are the 2 highest ranked people, highest overall people on NXT, it wants to pair them in a match every week. And still Corey versus Andrew. Oh, gee. Let's switch up Sanity again. Still Corey versus Andrew. I think she's actually a heel, so we'll switch that over. And hopefully that will give Corey a new opponent. And triple threat between Corey, Andrew, and Tyler Bate. Well, that's easy to fix. We'll just take Andrew out of that match. Alright, so in our episode 208 match is going to be Corey taking on the United Kingdom champion Tyler Bate in the main event of NXT. Obviously, that's going to be a non-title matchup because I am not British. So that is going to do it for episode 207. Until episode 208, this is Corey signing off.